Previously on In Times Like These.
Do you think my mother would still stay with you when you could have prevented Keith Burke from ever being born? I'd like to know your answer, Isidore. That's Sean's handwriting, his confession to taking Danny Clark's life. You can see how he didn't want to burden this family more than he already has and felt like the best option was to end his life and spare us from finding his body. Of course, I couldn't tell her that I'm the reason why you're no longer with us and why your ashes are stuck inside of this statue right in front of me. When she began to get suspicious, I had to come up with a plan B. That's because my fear for that woman is stronger than my love for her. Only if you feared me, then our family wouldn't be in the state we're in. Udell certainly doesn't satisfy your every need, since you and I have made love multiple times. You two did what? One thing I will agree with Owen on is that this doesn't concern you at all. No, but this does concern the husband you've been unfaithful with, Wanda. How can I keep something like this from my own husband? How do you expect me to pretend like I don't know what you've done whenever I see Udell or Yvette? This is... Shelly, are you alright? It's my water. My water broke. What can I do for you two today? My mother and I are here to update you on Sean's whereabouts. Did you hear from him? In a way, what's that supposed to mean, Wade? Sean left us a goodbye letter, Commissioner, telling us that he was ending his own life. So it looks like Keith will be in prison for the rest of his miserable life. I'm glad that you're not here to see what came of your only child, Finnegan. At least you got some sort of justice, but I still miss you each and every day. Don't worry, Shelly. You're gonna be just fine. I need Jeremiah. He needs to get here right now. Isabel, what exactly did you hear? Don't worry about that, Isidore. You were saying that Terry is responsible for taking the life of your grandparents. Now I need you to start from the beginning, and don't you dare leave anything out. Where exactly did you two find this letter? It was hiding in plain sight in Sean's room. As he read, it was meant for us to find. And you two just happened to have found it after he's been missing for all of these months? All of these months, Wade and I haven't suspected that Sean took his own life. And since Sean went missing, I didn't expect him to leave anything in his room that would lead me to his location. This letter alone doesn't even pinpoint where we could find my brother's body. Because of that, the police department won't stop looking for your younger brother until we find him. I get that I'm in possession of your ashes, Finnegan, but it still doesn't compare to being in your presence. I miss being in your arms. I miss the sound of your voice. Believe it or not, I even miss how smug and sure of yourself you could be. How is someone like you, someone so confident and strong, just be crumbled into dust? Only if you had gotten Keith the help he needed before it was too late. It's gonna be okay, Shelly. Jeremiah will be here sooner than you know it. Just scream out, okay? Just scream out as loud as you can, and I know that he'll come for you. In the meantime, I'll call an ambulance. I can't believe it. How? How am I gonna give birth to my son here? Shelly? What's going on? What's wrong? My water broke, Jeremiah. The baby is coming right now. I already called for an ambulance. Do you think you can wait until they get here, Mom? No, Vanessa. Your brother wants to come into this world and he's eager to make his arrival right now. Fine. I'll tell you everything, Isabel. But not here. You think I'm just gonna let you take my mother out of here so that you have a chance to spew out lies? I won't be lying to her, Bajo. There's no better time to share the truth like the present, Isidore, because I'm not going anywhere, and I won't allow you to go anywhere until you tell me the full, truthful story. Believe me when I say this is your best option, since I don't know what I will do to you if you explain this to me one-on-one. Alright, my grandfather Dante discovered that he had Alzheimer's over 20 years ago. Instead of going through with the disease, he asked Terry to end his life on his own terms. But what's that got to do with Dante's wife Martina? If you paid attention to your own family history, Vivian, then you'd know that my grandmother was so heartbroken that her life ended. Since Terry helped end Dante's life without anyone in the family knowing about his illness and plan, I overheard Terry apologize out loud at my grandmother's funeral when she thought she was alone. And the moment you found out, you didn't even call the police. I considered it, Isabel. So why didn't you do it? Because I felt like the best punishment for Terry was to blackmail and control her for years. Do you not realize what you've done, Isidore? Believe me, Commissioner, I am eager for this department to locate Sean. That way I can give my son a proper burial. Just because Sean left a goodbye letter doesn't mean that he harmed himself, Mrs. Abina. My brother's not some criminal mastermind. How else would you explain him remaining undetected for all of these months? The only way that he'd do that is if he had any help. Guess I'll have to figure out who helped your younger brother to disappear. Let me make it clear to you, Finnegan. I'm not trying to blame you for the crimes that your son committed. I understand that you tried to do your best by him and that you had no idea how troubled he was. In fact, I should share the blame too. Once we figured out that he was stalking Vanessa Dorval, I should have immediately urged you to place him into some sort of mental facility. Instead, I was so focused on making sure that the law wouldn't take your only child away from you. But you ended up losing your son the moment he pulled the trigger on you, ending the life of the only person who ever cared about him. At least your spirit of being blamed for how Keith turned out. But I still wish you were here because I would have never left your side. Are you sure that you can't wait, Shelley? Jeremiah, I have birthed 2 of our children. Our son is coming right now. Mrs. Mitchell, you've given birth before. Can you try to help my mother? I only gave birth once, and it was in a hospital. Most of all, that was years ago. You're here now. Wanda, you and Shelley are the only ones who know what it's like to give birth, and I doubt that's something you can forget. Alright, fine. I'll do my best. Because you didn't do the right thing, Isidore, Terry went on to still live her life despite being under your thumb. She got to marry Finnegan, gave birth to that spawn. The spawn who took my baby from me. I know, Isabel, I know. Of course you know. What I'm asking you is if you understand. For as long as I've known you, power was something you were obsessed with. Your obsession with power and controlling other people led to my baby's demise. Please believe me when I tell you this, Isabel. If I had known how my choice would have turned out, I would have done things differently. I don't care. Because all the power in the world won't gift you with the ability to go back in time and change reality. You can't turn back the clock and give Ulissa back to me, Isidore. Alan don't seem too surprised, which means that the rest of the Russos must know about what Dr. Murphy did. Just stay out of this, Vivian. Watch your mouth when you speak to her in my presence, Alan. Enlighten me, Isidore. How did the rest of the Russos find out about what you've done? It was unintentional and recent. When my father discovered that Terry was responsible for his parents meeting an early demise, he gave Terry a choice. Either go to prison or never come back to Valley Park ever again. Falling in love with you was the biggest mistake of my life. All you've done is bring me pain, Isidore. You are just pure poison. Isabel, please. I'm sorry. From the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry. I love you so much. My love for you is real. It doesn't seem like you're taking our concerns seriously, Commissioner. That's where you're wrong, Wade. I'm taking what's been said very seriously. I'll take the note to the forensic team to determine whether Sean truly wrote it. Once I get those results, we'll decide where to go from here. Alright, Shelly, let's get ready to do this. I've got 911 on the line and I'm prepared for whatever comes next. Do you feel the need to push? It's all I feel right now. Then I need you to push with all of your might, Mama. Push. Good. Mom, what's going on? It looks like she's getting ready to give birth to your new brother. Wow, this kid definitely doesn't understand the concept of right place and time. JJ, just get over here. Mom could use the support of all of her family. You're getting so close, Shelly. I need you to push with all of your strength. Congratulations, Shelly. He's definitely got strong lungs, but he has very beautiful eyes. Let me introduce you to your son. Benny Sueletene. Missy Senye, you did well, Shelly. Really well. I'm just thankful that our boy is in my arms. So thankful. The love you claim you have for me doesn't exist, Esador. I don't think it ever did. Don't say that. Don't tell me what I should say. Don't even tell me how I should feel. Love isn't a concept that you can comprehend. Because in your nature, you're driven by power and control, which is why I left you to begin with, and I don't ever understand why I continued to be drawn to you. Because you and I care about one another. We always have. We always will. We keep coming back to each other. We can get through this. How? How do you expect me to allow your trifling hands to touch me when your actions all of those years ago is the reason why my daughter is no longer here with me right now? That's the last thing I wanted, Isabel. Hurting you is not something that I take pleasure in, but you end up hurting me, and your feelings are the least of my worries at this moment. You could have done the right thing. You knew exactly what the right thing was. What Terry did was illegal. She should be behind bars. Instead, she's off in the sunlight, probably with a new name, and her son is being held exactly where she should be. You're toxic, and I will not allow you to destroy me and what is left of my family. I warned you, Esador, and now you'll have to deal with whatever comes next. It's not fair, Finnegan. I really wish that you could come back to me. I'm here without you while scum like Esador gets to have his happily ever after with Isabel Torres. It's just not fair. Get ready, Valley Park. I'm coming home.